Turn 1 hand is interesting. With a single power, it looks pretty good. We've got Purify. We could play the Seasoned Splunker in Last Light Infusion. We are on the draw. I kind of like this hand. I'm going to keep it. We have 18 power. There's a really good chance that we can hit what we need. There we go. Perfect. I probably should have done this before making the decision, but I'm just kind of thinking, what would the odds be? So we had 2 extra cards, 38. So 38. We have 2 draw. We have 16 cards that we want, so 16 power cards. 2 draws to get 1. Or 3 draws. Yes, 3 draws to get 1. Yeah, the odds of getting the power there was 82%. 81.79. Definitely seems like that's pretty good for us. I don't really want to fire off Purify yet. It seems like a bit of a waste of a removal spell for that. Yeah, Teriak's Hatchling is really good. We've got the Seasoned Splunker to stop that, so I think we're fine. Not excited about that Hatchling, though. Good news is now I get to play Striped Arachnodon, and then we can Last Light Infusion, and maybe we can race against the Hatchlings here. We definitely get to attack. Give them the option to double block. I think I'd be pretty happy about that. Although the Last Light Infusion looks really solid right now. We can Last Light and Purify. Meditation Strainer. Your units with 2 or more battle skills have +1/+1. Interesting. So attack with 5. Have Nightfall activate. By the way, I love that animation. I was talking about it before that I was really excited about the animation coming out, because Nightfall just seems like it's got so much potential for an online card game, and I like all the cheesy, like, I am free voice lines and stuff, so Nightfall's just, it's a really neat little mechanic, and I like the way the board looks when you have it on night.
I fly for the throne.
Just continuing to race. Sounds good. I think I'm going to want to keep these time sigils. Just because I want, or at least one of them, because I want to use the Stampede Driver and discard one. I'm thinking about using this to get a Power Stone. Make it 5 so I can bust through. Keep trying to race here. We're going to attack for 10. And if I attack the Arachnodon, and they block with everything, I can Mortar. Maybe it's best to just drive her and smash, though.
You better get running.
I think that's probably best. Just becomes huge. 7/7, just get in. Do they have Eileen's Choice or something? Okay. Give +4. Ooh. That's unfortunate.
Adapt to survive.
This has 2 or more battle skills, so that gets +2/+2. Sure. Guess just shoot that, and I'm taking 2 a turn right now. Not what I want to be doing. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is a not good. I don't think I want to play this Sigil here. There's a chance that I get another Stampede Driver, so I don't want to do that, so I'll just pass. Pretty awkward, though. It's funny, we have a bunch of flyers.
Ah, here it is.
That is a lot of Warcry they got onto that. Warcry and the Mentor from the Roosting Owl. Alright, looks like I am in fact dead. I don't think we can actually deal damage to get the Crafty Yeti off. Yep. Alright, we'll go on to game 2. Alright, well, this hand is significantly worse than the last one. We're definitely redrawing it. It's just all expensive things and stuff we can't cast. Ooh, sweet, okay. This is a very aggressive little start. Lots and lots of flyers and cheap ones, too. I like the way this hand looks. If they don't have a really good flying blocker at the beginning, then we're going to just crush. Turn 3 having 2/2/2 flyers is pretty sweet. Okay. 1/1 for one that scouts. Aha! I will raise you a 1/1 for 2 that flies. Ancient Bauble. That card's actually surprisingly good. It gains a lot of value over the course of a game. I've had it be very good for me. Alright, now let's get our Flying Squadron going off here. Our opponent's deck seems to be a lot of little incremental things, though, right now. Not sure how much I like that. Could Strategize, could Tundra Explorer. Let's attack first. I'm not sure I want a Nesting Avasar. I really want to try and find a firepower for Hunter's Harpoon. Fire Influence would be great. I'm gonna go Tundra Explorer. I can even go Nesting Avasar and then draw the Strategize off the Tundra Explorer, which is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, let's do that. So Nesting, put Strategize on top, and attack. We're guaranteed the draw. So basically we just use Nesting Avasar to make this cost 2 less. Oh wow. I had to put a Fishing Dinoc on the bottom. I think that I do though. Like, the Harpoon's just too powerful. Our opponent's not really doing anything. We're just cruising right over them. We'll see what happens now though. They've got to have something. They've got so many cards in their hand. No? They scouted something to the top, too, so gotta think that it's useful. There we go. It's actually a pretty good card. I might want to Harpoon onto the 2/2 rather than the 3/3, just to spread out where our damage is coming from. Oh, wow. We even just hit off of the Tundra Explorer anyways. That's just gotta be disheartening. I hate that. It's so unlikely that you actually hit off of it. I feel bad for our opponent because it's such a random effect. You never feel like you should lose to it. But
Look within.
it's pretty good. Bauble plus Ancient Amara is pretty cool. Or Amanera. And Violent Gust. Alright. Some things happening. We could Last Light Infusion. If we do that, that actually just wins us the game because it's enough damage. So that's pretty obviously what we do. Even if we were 1 short, the Knight would actually deal damage anyways. Nice. So as it turns out, early Yeti Flyers, pretty good. Go to game 3. This hand for 3. Have all of our influence requirements. We've got the Seasoned Splunker. We really just need 1 power, and we're kind of doing it. I'm going to keep it. Giving us the good old hello. Gotta be their Huckleberry. If you're willing to say hi, I can be your Huckleberry. Just want them not to be my Daisy. It'll be a Daisy if you do. Alright. Season Splunker. Please give me a power. Please, please, please. Copper Hall Porter. Entomb, you draw just a sigil from your deck. Pretty useful. Good thing we got the power card. Could actually just purify that. Since we already have a mortar for something bigger. Kinda tempted. Lets us keep up some pressure too. Or not? They have a finest hour? Safe return. That's unfortunate. Not what I expected. Well, it's actually really, really good for them. 3/2 Entomb. It's pretty annoying. Yep. Sand Viper.
How can I serve?
Okay. Well, we're just going to play the Xenon Stranger and pass. I'm hoping that they're not going to attack here, and I don't want to trade off, because then I can last Light Infusion. Like, getting the maximum value out of that if I can.
Right on!
Rabble Rouser, sure. Yep. Unfortunately, take 5 damage there, but that's okay. Interesting. I could Fishing Dinock here instead of last Light Infusion. It's better for my mana. Yep. But it's only a 3/3 right now is pretty unexciting, but I've got a lot of dinosaurs. We're going to try and hold on to as many power cards as we can so we can Hatchery Hunter for the most value. We have all of the influence that we need for that. Give a unit or weapon in your hand +1/+1.
I see them.
2/6 Tower Trap Patrol is real good. I like Stampede Driver a lot here. I almost just want to get a Power Stone and then I can Hatchery Hunter and make everything into flyers.
Got it!
I'm just going to do that. I'm not sure that I want to transform everything in my hand into flyers, but it might not be a bad idea. I wish we had more power cards almost. Just so that we... The problem is I'm going to transform all of these and then we're going to draw a bunch of power cards because we've got really good cards right now. It's likely that we're going to draw some less useful cards right away. Hunter's Harpoon is actually really good for this Fishing Dinock at some point. All their deadly creatures can't stop the giant overwhelm quick draw Dinock. If we can get there. So do we want to do something like that? That's the question. Or do we just want to Hatchery Hunter and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/3s? 5 3/3 flyers is really hard to turn down. This is tough. I think I like my 5 3/3s.
They're quite the handful.
Let's go with that. We've still got really good blockers on the ground. Once we have all these 3/3s, they don't have enough to fight us in the air. We get to make 9 power in the air next turn. And we severely outclass them on the ground. I'm just going to get rid of the 4/4. I want to keep the 3/3. We have so many dinosaurs, it makes sense. Probably have a trick here. Okay. Showdown. Because one of your units invulnerability. Yep. This was the problem. I knew that we were going to draw a lot of power cards after that. I think... Do we attack with the 4/4? No, we're going to leave it back. We want to just be able to stop this 3/2 and keep it blanked. Or even trade it for a 3/4 serpent here.
You've got a familiar face.
Silence one of the 3/3s. Yep. Strategize first, see what we get. This is what I was worried about. I called it. We had a lot of really, really good cards in hand, so the Hatchery Hunter transformed all of our good cards, and now we're just drawing all power, which is terrifying.
A world to build.
We do still have a lot of great things to hit, but yeah. Getting only power for the last couple turns is pretty scary. They don't have great attacks. They've got something useful in hand.
Here,
Ooh, wow, yeah, Spirit Guide is very useful. And even more power. Yikes. Gotta try and finish them off as fast as possible here, I think. I really hope they didn't hit more gas. So they desperately need the Justice Sigil so they can use that. I mean, no. Nice. Whew. And got there. Wouldn't have really mattered if we'd have blocked, I guess, because if we did, then they ultimate that, and who cares, we still kill them. But I just didn't see any reason to do it. With that attack, they're saying so much they need that power. For whatever reason, I don't want to give it to them. Like, it could easily be a different card in their hand that actually costs 8 that I'm not thinking of. Especially with a new set out, it's hard to remember everything that there is. There could be some legend, like wipe out a bunch of flyers, silence all units. I know that is one of the things that is happening, that happens. Like they've got the challenge by law. It doesn't cost 8, I don't think. I think it's 6, but those are one of those things that you don't know with the new set. It's a good idea to just be safe. In any case, on to game 4. Okay, well, this hand is nice. I mean, we've got Windflyer into Crafty Yeti, into Arachnodon, into Dinoc. Yeah, I can get what you're putting down. Now, we'll need the right power cards to actually get the Striped Arachnodon down, but we do get to draw an extra card, discard a card here. There's a really good chance that we get what we need. I like Trailmaker quite a bit. I think that card's pretty sweet. We miss out on a damage to see an extra card. Yikes. Wow, these are all really good. I think I had to get rid of Arachnodon, because I can't play it right now. Hunter's Harpoon is great. I like the last Light Infusion too. Yeah, I'll do that. Pretty sure that we play the Hunter's Harpoon next turn. Just want to draw extra cards off of our flyer.
We call the shadows to the light.
Take 2, that's fine. Not super excited about it, but it'll be okay. Nice. So next turn we get to Last Light Infusion and Purify. Makes me really not want to trade this Yeti yet. Because we just need it a little bit bigger, and then we can stop the Trailmaker from actually attacking us too. I want to see what we draw first before we purify, just in case. Get rid of that. Don't need our opponent to have a quick draw unit. We've really been in the driver's seat this game. These Yetis have really overperformed. We don't even have that many Yetis, and they've been great. They might be really underrated, because we were able to pick them up constantly.
Cover me.
Ashara Deadly Assassin. So when it attacks with exactly one other unit, it gets +4 and quick draw, and then at the end of the turn she kills her friend. She murders them. Yikes, that is a lot of power. Okay, another Wind Flyer and a Stranger, I guess. Just need to hold off the ground. They've got a lot of power on the ground, though. Shar is scary. Ow. Okay, that actually can really hurt.
All according to plan.
Chump block. Might as well block this too. It would die at end of turn, but... So we're gonna take 5 from that? Youch. That's good, though. I think I hit first, and then I'm gonna play the Fishing Dinoc. The thing is I can go Dinoc into Avasar and Windshaper next turn, which is really nice. Alright, I want to draw first. Let's do this. Hissing Spike Tail. Like, we're going to have to chump block this for sure. Kind of the issue. I'm going to go Nesting Avasar. If we put the Dinoc on top, what does that do for us? We get 8. I mean, I can just not. We're almost certainly going to have to chump block Ashara. Maybe trade with this or chump block it as well. I want to try and keep the flyers alive, though, if I can. Because Windshaper just wins it for me.
All according to plan.
If I chump block, I'm just thinking, so I deal 6, 7, 8. They're going to take another damage from Nightfall, I think. No, we started night. They extended it. So they're not going to take any more damage from Nightfall. I'm just gonna chump. Play a sandbind on an enemy with flying.
Learn what we must.
Darn. Well, that's unfortunate.
Can you hear the wind blow?
So just attack for 4 now. I still have lethal for next turn, but it leaves me more things to block with. I think that's a good idea. Even if they kill the Wind Shaper, we still have lethal in the air. So they would need to... I'd need to block with both of them for it to be a problem.
All according to plan.
I mean... Okay. Seems good to me.
You better get running.
Whew. Got it. Ashara is scary. Basically, like, pick a creature of yours to kill, your enemy picks a creature of theirs to kill. That is some nasty damage on it, though. Any case, we're 3-1. Let's go to the next game. We've been crushing it with this deck. Wow, this hand's awful. Definitely redraw this one. Well, if we can get a time or two... Ugh, like, this is the problem. I guess Strategize is a good card to have here, though. That is a very poor draw. And that's a good start for our opponent against this hand.
Now this I
Oh,
can
wow,
work
and
with.
Battlefield Scavenger. This card's actually great. Let's strategize. Give me something. Nope. No time at all. Uh-oh. That seems bad. Definitely bad. Okay, now we draw time, and then we can Hissing Spiketail, and we'll be just fine, right? Right. Well, they have a trick, but I've pretty much got to do it. They have the rapid shot, sure. Just makes too much sense to get rid of it. Still just a 1-for-1. I'm trading off for a creature that's almost gonna, for sure, run into something eventually. Okay, now is where I draw time. Or an Elysian Trailblazer.
Come, this way.
And then I draw time. I have 8 time sources. I mean, we've got a pretty good chance of hitting it. 25%.
The shadows hide us.
That's not a time. Well, Film Beatdowns is pretty good against not having one of your 2 main colors.
From on high, we strike.
Yeah. Well, it was a good game. Except for the fact that we didn't get to play. But it was good other than that. Alright. Can't win them all. We were right on track to hit what I said, which was 4 wins. We can definitely pull out 7, though. I mean, we're 3-2. It's definitely a possibility to get another 2-3 wins in a row before we get a loss. Let's try and hit at least 5. I wanna beat my call out here. Ooh, we have double fire. Do you have a bunch of good flyers here? I'm crazy. Oh, wow, that was a really good draw. And any other cheap flyers like the Yeti Wind Flyers or a Time makes this hand really good. Kind of why I wanted to do it. Start off the Cloud Snake and then just start slamming.
Defend the throne!
What? Really? Deck, please. Well, that's one short of every fire that we have in the deck. Ugh, that sucks. I hate this, but I think that I need to trade it. Okay, good news. If we draw all Primal in a row, then we can transform these into Serpents, and then we don't actually need a time. Bad news, literally everything else. Well, I mean, Mortar was pretty good news.
You messed with the wrong gal.
Nice. Well, I did keep this hand, knowing that this was a possibility. That was a very, very good card to get the War Cry onto. Hey, I get to play. Okay. Kind of. Maybe. What's the best thing to do here? I guess Fishing Dinoc, take 8, go to 5, and then try and play more dinosaurs? Try and like Nesting Avasar plus Purify or something? Alright. I think that's our best chance. It's not a lot of a chance, but it does seem to be our best one.
Order of the Auric Bank.
Kinda working. I think I just need to shrink that. I could kill this right now, but then I'm chumping this. I get to stun it next turn. I think I need it to not fly. They drew something really good at the Echo, huh? Wow. Will Crystallize is still a card, as it turns out. Not bad. I mean, 3 and 3, so 50-50 is not the worst. This deck was okay. I really think that there's something to be said about those Yeti Wind Flyers, though. Because, man, we had some really good hands at those. Our deck wasn't designed around them at all, and despite that, they were still pretty solid. I think that they probably shouldn't be going as late as they are. You can definitely make a aggressive flying deck. So I think Wind Flyers might be really key to a certain archetype, like a Skycrag aggro or something. And just, it really overperformed from what I saw. The rest of the things, I really don't like Bellowing Thunderfoot. The more that I play with it, the less I like it. This is a deck that has, what? We've got 1, 2... Okay, let's count other dinosaurs anyways. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 other dinosaurs. And it was awful. Like, it never did anything. And I've had it in a bunch of other decks, and it seems like it's never really done anything. I feel like I should be able to bond it in a lot of decks, but I've never been able to get the turn together properly to actually have that happen. So I'm not sure that I'm really high on the Bellowing Thunderfoot anymore. It looked pretty interesting when I first saw it. Like, not great, but certainly not bad. But as time goes on, I'm starting to go to the bad side of things. Still like Stampede Driver a lot. Fishing Dinoc, I think, is okay. We had it be very, very medium here. The fail case is pretty bad. I mean, a 5 mana 3/3 was, or 5 power 3/3 was pretty terrible for us over and over. But I think a lot of the time you can have it be better than this. I'm down on it a little bit because of this draft, but I've had it be really, really good in other drafts, so I don't know. This one's a little bit jury is out on it for me. But yeah, then the deck was okay. We definitely had some good games. Had some rough draws at the end there, but I knew that my mana was always a little bit of a problem. Our influence was not the best. We definitely needed more crests or banners or something like that. Strangers that we're actually fixing for fire would have been nice. Well, thanks everybody for watching. This was a pretty interesting draft, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm going to be back with more Eternal content, so if you do like the channel, please remember to subscribe, and I'll sign off as I always do with my slogan, dance with live your life like nobody's dancing. Goodbye, everybody!